Hi everybody, this is Carol Hill. In this video, I want to show you how you can get free help with your genealogy or family history when you get stuck and don't know where to go. You can be at home in your pajamas and join a Facebook group page and get so much help, more than you'd ever imagine. So the title of this presentation is I'm Stuck. Where do I go from here? And my suggestion is you join a FamilySearch Facebook group. So these are just different pictures of people or animals that get stuck. For instance, this turtle's stuck and is having a hard time. There's this car is stuck in the mud and people are trying to push it out. This dog has his head stuck in a watering can. And this little puppy I just thought was cute. He's also stuck in this fence. And don't you think sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, but when I get stuck, sometimes I just want to pull my hair out. Or sometimes I get so tired, I've been working on something for so long and I can't figure it out. I'll put my head down and take a nap or even say a little prayer for help. Well, I suggest that you join a Facebook group, Genealogical Research Community, because they really can help. So this is just an example of a FamilySearch research community, and that's mainly what I'm going to talk about today is the communities on FamilySearch. This is a fairly one that's maybe been about a year. It's Africa, Asia, and Pacific Genealogy Research Community. So this is just an example of what it looks like, and you'll typically see the FamilySearch logo on there too as well. So right now we have 14 FamilySearch Facebook research communities, and that is of August of 2018. And these are the communities that we have: Asia, Africa, and Pacific that I just showed you. There are 4 groups for US. There's the British, Southern, Central, Eastern, Northern Europe, Mexican Central we just added, Canada, South American, and the Caribbean we also just added. So those are the Facebook groups that you can join, and they're all from FamilySearch. So there's a couple of ways to find these groups. One is if you just go to Facebook, and if you look at, here's the Facebook logo, it's just kind of underneath the URL in your bookmarks bar, you'll see this place that you can search. And so you can just take those names that I showed in the previous slide and go ahead and type them in and search, and then you will be able to find the community pages. Or something else I decided to do is you can visit my website, FreeGenealogyHelp.com. And if you want, you can always pause this video and write that down. And I have created this Facebook group page that lists all the FamilySearch genealogy Facebook group communities so that you can easily come in here and just click on these. These will be links that you can just click on and you can just go right to the community. So really easy way to get to it. And again, you can stop this video and check that out. This is also part of my page on the website. And I've also included, just under the FamilySearch communities, a comprehensive list of genealogical Facebook groups that can be found on Catherine R. Wilson, who is a professional genealogist. You can find her list by clicking on this link here. It takes you to her page, and then you can click on her PDF list of, thousands of genealogical groups. So especially if you're in a different country or even a county in the U.S., you might find a group or a genealogical society that you can be a member of that could help you with your genealogy research that you're doing. So how do you join a group? It's so easy. It's just amazing. So this is the Northern Europe Genealogical Research Community, and all you do is look for this green button that says Join Group and click on it. Now with our FamilySearch communities, we like to ask some questions. So for example, for US South, we may ask, what states are you researching? Do you have research experience? And how did you hear about us? They're usually just 3 simple questions, just because we like to get to know you and also like to know your experience. And that's why we like to ask those questions. So here I am on Southern Europe Genealogy Research Community. And what I want to do here is show you a little bit about the pages and what you can do to get help, how you can get help from these pages. So first off, I just want to let you know you have to be on your home page. You have to click this home up here. If you're on your profile page, you're not going to see these groups. You want to make sure you're on this home page. And then once you've joined several communities or just any of your genealogy groups you're members of, there's, they'll come up here on the left-hand side, and these are just like quick links to get to these other genealogy groups. And if you watch another one of my videos, there's actually a way that you can edit these shortcuts so you can have them in the order that you would like them in. Okay, and so as you can see here, once you've joined a group, it'll say joined. And then what you want to do on these, you want to click these notifications. If you want to see all the posts, you'll want to click those, just highlights or friend posts. If you want to see the notifications, you can click these. If you want them off and you think, well, I'm just going to come look at this page now and then just turn it off so you don't get notifications. But it's really quick. You can look at notifications pretty quick. And I didn't actually put this on here, but up here when you're on this page, see this 22 up here that I'm circling? This is where you can click, and it'll have a drop down of all your notifications for all of your Facebook pages. So it actually is a really nice way to be able to just look at them right there. Okay, so this right here, if you're familiar with Facebook, this is where you would write a post, add a photo or video or some other options. But what you can do here is go ahead and just type and ask the community for help with a brick wall, or you might want help with the translation of a document, or you might just want to share some record collection that you found, or something that you helped, or something that you disliked, or even a genealogy joke is fun to see now and then also. And I'll show you some examples of those in a minute. Okay, one other thing that's probably unique to our group is that you can add your ancestors to a surname list, which we really do want you to do. And the surname list is awesome because you can add your surnames and put your name there, and then if other members come in and are searching for the same surname, they'll see you and they can reach out to you. Or you can also search through that list and reach out to those that are already on that list. So it's an awesome way to connect with others. Another thing that you can do is you can see, I've got this discussion up here, and it's highlighted dark when it's active, and you can come down here and search this group and put a surname in that you want to search, and this will go through all of the posts and feeds way back. I think it must go as long as the group has been when it was created. So you can put your surname in there and push the search. And let me show you an example. So this is like just an Underwood family. I have a brick wall Underwood. I can put Underwood in, and then these come up, all of the posts that people have mentioned in Underwood. And it doesn't actually stop here. It scrolls down the page. So that's how helpful you could come see who else has been searching for Underwood. And you could put a specific first and last name, whatever you want to put in this search is great. So there's a lot of different things you can do there. Okay, another thing that's probably pretty unique about FamilySearch Facebook groups is we have started these files, and what they are, they're resource files, and they will help you in research in particular areas. For instance, let me show you. This is St. Lucia Research Resources List, and so we have been putting these together. There are so many resources, but they actually are hard to find for some of these newer groups that we have just created. But you'll see on this archives, cemeteries, church record, military records, on and on, all the links that we've tried to go out to find, so you don't have to. So you don't have to Google them, which is helpful. So they're awesome, and we have just started those. And you can also add to those too. If you have any resources that you know are so helpful, then you can add to those. Okay, well, after all that, let's go ahead and see what members like to share or post when they write the post. So here's one that this person was trying to figure out what the name of the commune is on this French record. It's a note of a marriage on the side of a birth record. It looks like Tanvic. If that is a commune, I don't know where it is. Thanks for your help. And so she underlined this and put this picture here, which you can do. And then if you come down here, you can see that there's 10 more comments. So there was probably about 15 or 20 comments of what everyone thought that commented what this said. And so what's really fun about this, I was thinking about this, it's kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you can ask the audience. This is kind of like that. You can get their advice, and then you can decide, what the correct answer is. But it's awesome to have that kind of help just at your fingertips. And then also there is this Patricia Reed Clark, and she says, I've reached a brick wall and could use some help. My great-grandfather was John Jackson DeHart. He was born 1st of February 1815, and according to the records, he was from South Carolina. Then she talks about the marriage and some census records and possibly his death. And so but then she says, I really need to find out his parents. Do you have any suggestions of how I would be able to identify those? And that's really appreciated, is what she said. So as you can see here, there's 11 more comments. So you had people saying, well, look, at some of the early census records, tax records. And also sometimes members will even go ahead and search Ancestry or search a newspaper for you and find an obituary. So it's just amazing of all the help that you can get from these Facebook groups. Okay, so here's another example, and this one is of Taylor Lee. She says, this is in Korean. Could someone help me translate it? It's a passport. And I don't know Korean, and so I have no idea, but it's so nice because we did have members. As you can see, there's 4 comments. We had members come in and they translated it for her and told her what was on it. So that's pretty amazing to be able to have that kind of help. This here is just sometimes something fun. If we find something that we think might just be fun or people want to try. This was a new feature, an infographic on FamilySearch. So I thought this was just kind of fun that said, look through all my ancestors and said they married at an average age of 23. Most common birth month was January. How many immigrated to another country, where they were born, and least common names. So just kind of some fun infographic kind of things. Okay, another post you might find sometimes is just a fun one, like for those of us that are genealogy addicts or addicted to it. This says, this weekend's forecast shows a 0% chance of cooking or cleaning with a good chance of sitting in my pajamas chasing ancestors. So I love that one. I think for those of us addicted, that's probably us in a nutshell. All right, and then this is one more example of just this member posted that there are, in this Johnston County Heritage Center, there's 10 yearbooks that have been added to the yearbook collection. And so you'll find these things too, like FamilySearch. When they add records, you'll see those. You'll see other people other members that find records that they've used or something new. And so you'll see those kind of posts too. So that is it for now. There's probably some things I've missed, but honestly, if you're not a member of a community, please join us. You'll see how awesome it is, and you never know what you'll find. So anyway, let me know if you have questions, and I hope you'll join us.